Welcome, folks. Yes, welcome to the show. Cameron is gonna be your buttery host. Alright. Roger and I, we're called the Butter Slides. Come along with us on a buttery ride. Let him have it, Roger. One more time, I said butter, grease me up, Cameron. One more time, butter, grease me up, Cameron. One more time, I said, yo, grease me up, Cameron. One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cameron Strong.
Absolutely! Oh my God! That's how you start a show. Welcome to Butter, the County House Show. Butter! This is great. I brought some of my favorite musicians. I brought some of my favorite comics. And I brought you. You can't have butter without people. That's what this show is all about.
Butter without you.
That's right, baby. So nice to see you guys. This is great. This is a relationship, though, right? How is everyone? How are y'all doing? It's good? It's good to hear. This is a relationship. To me, to you, this is a verifiable thing that exists. And with all relationships, I try to be transparent. And I gotta tell you, I feel insecure about what we are. You didn't ask me how I'm doing at all. I want to let you know that. In fact, I'm the only one talking right now. I'm saying everything, and you guys have nothing to say.
How are you?
Okay, now you're forcing it. Now you're only doing it because I brought up something. I want you to want to talk to me. I've been seeing other crowds. This is good. Yeah. Oh. I forgot my next joke. But I know what to do when you forget your next joke, folks. You just open this up right here. Just open this little guy up right here. Okay. Oh, does someone here have a sexuality? Can I question someone's sexuality here? I can question your sexuality?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was your sexuality on the night of June 19th? I was getting high the other day, and I got a text from my upstairs neighbor, and it said, weed smoke got in baby's room, baby got high. So I sent a text right back and said, baby can pay back whenever. Fine. It's fine with me. Oh man, I was at the joke store the other day, and they have a great sale on Yo Mama jokes right now at the joke store. Like Yo Mama, they're 2 for 1. 2 for 1 at the joke store. Yeah, I don't know, but I do have a girlfriend now. She's cool. I accidentally ate her birth control, and I didn't think the IUD was gonna go down, but. I got it. I swallowed it. I did. My favorite sex position is reverse cowgirl. And I wonder if there's a cow out there whose favorite sex position is forward human heifer. My girlfriend's favorite sex position is just missionary with Dan.
What's your name?
My girlfriend?
No, your name.
Cameron.
Oh.
Cameron. Not Dan. That's the punchline. This is good. This is great. This is magic. This is is magic. This is as close as we get to magic. It is. It is. It's magic. Don't tell me it's not magic. It's magic. You don't get any closer to magic than this. I remember the most magical day of my life. I was 15 and it was Christmas. And before that, I had a Dalmatian growing up. And my girlfriend had a Dalmatian, and my sister had a Dalmatian, and my brother had a Dalmatian, and my cousin had a Dalmatian, and my grandma had a Dalmatian, and my cousin had a Dalmatian, and also my brother had a Dalmatian, and then also my uncle had a Dalmatian. And all those Dalmatians got pregnant around the same time. And then on Christmas when I was 15, all those Dalmatians gave birth at the same time. We ended up with 101 Dalmatians. And we had to put them all down. It was like way too many dogs. Way too many dogs. Folks, this is going to be an amazing show. Thank you so much for having me. I've been down. I'll be up here all night. I'm coming up here showering on love. Y'all beautiful people. I love you all. Nothing else is real. It's the only moment that happens. Nothing else happens. This is it. Eternity lasts forever. Legends never die. Anyway, everyone, your first comment coming up tonight. I love him. He's one of my favorite people. He lives in this house. He's a great friend for me and to you. Everyone give a round of applause for Dylan Jones!
Yeah, I know I look cool. That's what happens when you get Spotify Premium. Get with it. Preemie, baby. Oof. Sorry. Sorry to everyone born 2 weeks early. I apologize for that. We have fun. We like to have fun. We like to have fun. I was theft autoed once. See, I wouldn't call it Grand Theft Auto because it was a 98 Honda. And there ain't nothing grand about that. Because you see, a grand is $1,000. So I was 500 or best offer auto. I missed that thing. It got me from D to E. Oh man, I used to have this hilarious joke. I used to say, I leave my car doors unlocked because I can't afford a smashed in window right now. Turns out they could just steal the car, windows and all, the whole fucking thing. They got the whole thing. It happened in a Taco Bell parking lot. Like my whole life would be different if I just went through the drive-thru of a Taco Bell. That's all it takes. There was a cop in the Taco Bell when it happened. So I tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, hey, I know you're at lunch, but crime doesn't take a lunch. My car was stolen from the parking lot. Can you help me? And he says, whoa. Go wait outside, I'll be out in a minute. This guy's got a fucking to-do list! And number one on the list, Liv Moss. Fuck this guy. I went to an Indian restaurant the other day, and it was so fucking tasty. It was so tasty, we partied like it was 1999. Right? Right? It's a good one. You guys can use that whenever you want. I give you permission. But it's gonna cost you 3 easy payments of $19.99. I got a couple of conspiracy theories I'd like to fucking sling at you. I think Pinterest was started by Big Mason Jar. Follow the money. Who makes the most money? Whoever benefits the most, orchestrated. Now that your third eyes are open, I want to talk JFK assassination. You're goddamn right! It was a bad day in the news for America. I'll give you that. Was a good day in the news for one person, though. The groundskeeper of the Dealey Plaza. I like to think he opened the paper that day and said, "You're goddamn right, that's a grassy knoll! Not a dandelion on it, baby!" But then he got to thinking, he's like, "Oh my God, what have these green thumbs done?" Created the comfiest vantage point to murder the president. It was so spongy! He took a nap beforehand. He was so well rested. So he had a keen eye. Cool. So that one worked out. I like that. So, I got roommates. Cam is one of them. Zane's the other one over here. It can be fun. But you know what else is fun? Living alone. Oh boy! You do a lot of weird shit when you live alone, though. Like, I started taking showers in the dark. Look, I know it sounds weird, but get Stony Baloney, flick off the lights, flick on Dark Side of the Moon. Oh my God! You'll start finding parts of your body you didn't even know you had. But what you're really watching is right here. That's what you're really watching. I had this room once where it's the tiniest room imaginable. 80% bed, that room. 20% dirty clothes. 100% where the action happens. Am I right, baby? And by action, I mean clinical depression. We got the coordinates. And by clinical depression, I mean SpongeBob fan fiction. Thank you guys very much. I'm feeling...
Jones, everybody! Oh my God! Fucking killed it. I used to have clinical depression. It was good. Luckily, as one of the lucky, I had a chance encounter with a book. Changed my life. It was the Necronomicon. Hail Satan. Everyone, please give a round of applause for my good friend, your good friend, funniest guy in town I know. He's awesome. Chris Johnson, everybody.
What the fuck is going on here tonight? It's entirely too warm, even for a black person in this house. This is too much, dog. Y'all got some sunscreen? Of course you do. Any Portland natives in the crowd tonight? I don't feel the same way. But good to see you. I am a Portland native. This is what you're hearing. This is a Portland accent. I hate this accent so much. I wish my mom had moved me to New York before she had me or something. I hate this. I hate sounding like a Californian who just became a serial killer. This is what. It's not a good accent to have. hate this look. I hate sounding like I'm about to audit every single person I talk to. This is not a cool voice to have, though. I went to Grant High School. I also don't feel the same way. No, my mom sent me to a white high school, even though I grew up with, I had a bunch of black friends. We lived on MLK. It was cool. We played Halo 3 every weekend. But she sent me to a white high school because it had funding or whatever the fuck it was. She was like, I don't want you hanging out with them kids, Chris. I don't want you hanging out with them kids sagging their pants, listening to that hippity-hoppity rap music. Do you know what sagging is spelled backwards, Chris? They want you to fail. Don't actually spell sagging backwards. You'll greatly offend me if you do. When I went to Grant High School, it was an 80% white institution. It was so white that I was on the brochure for the high school before I went to the high school. Before I went off to high school, though, my mom, she gave me this weird modified version of the sex talk where she sat me down. She was like, Chris, if you're gonna have sex, be responsible. Use a condom. That's solid, right? Solid mom advice, use a condom. Safe sex.
Yep.
I'll vouch for that.
You got it?
Great. But then she went from caring mother to Malcolm X in like 2.5 seconds. She was like, oh yeah, Chris, almost forgot. Don't bring any white girls home. Which didn't seem fair to me at the time. Like, Mom, how you gonna send me to Grant High School? Tell me it's 80% white. And you put me in theater. Like, what the fuck did you expect was gonna happen, Mom? Like, would you set your kids up for failure like that? Would you send your kid to a total cheese factory? Look them dead in the face and be like, you better not bring back anything with dairy in it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't do that. Then when they ask you why not, you tell them because I'm lactose intolerant. Doesn't matter how your stomach feels. Thought if you bring home a block of cheese makes me sick to my stomach. No, that was my entire childhood, if you didn't know. Growing up a black dude in Portland, my mom, the theme of everything that she ever showed me, every movie, every TV show, every book was, don't fuck with white girls. My mom made me read the story of Othello one time. Great themes in that book. The main one is, your life will always be ruined in the end by your white wife. Fast forward 6 years, I actually bring a black girl home for the first time, which I don't know if you've ever lived in Portland, Oregon. Not the easiest thing to do, all right? It's a great feat. I got 100 gamer score on my Xbox for doing it for some reason. Brings me my mom, very old-fashioned black woman. So old-fashioned, she was born without the right to vote. That's pretty old-fashioned, right? She looks my girlfriend up and down. She says, how black is she? Which is a super weird question to ask when she's standing right here. I feel like that could have been a text message or something, Mom, but I'll play a little game. Her dad is 100% black, full black, dark skin, bald head, Bluetooth, the whole thing. Her mom is a quarter black, the rest is Asian, She looked at my girlfriend one more time and was like, so you mean to tell me she's only 62.5% black? What did we talk about, Chris? D's don't get degrees in this household. What did we talk about? If she can run a comb, don't bring her home. What did we talk about? 62.5%, that's not even a C average, Chris. What did we talk about? I had to remind her, Mom, we live in Portland, Oregon, okay? The population of black people in Oregon, if you didn't know, is less than 2%, right? That means, in layman's terms, let me put it in terms white people can understand. The fat in milk is doing better than the entire black population of Oregon. You need to chill, Mom. Nobody's 100% black here. That's not a thing, all right? Nobody's 100% black. You have pesto in your fridge right now, Mom. Nobody's 100% black. We drive a Prius and record every Game of Thrones episode. We are not perfect. I think you need to chill a little bit, right? It's kind of hard to find a black girl when you're trying to live within walking distance of a Salt and Straw, Mom. That's all I'm saying. It's fine. Black girl, clap your hands, represent.
I'm not black, but
Portland. I'm not black, but I'm representing the blacks. You're do that. I had to do it to you, okay? I'm sorry. You ever wish you could go back in time
Yes. No.
to an argument you were having with your parents that you couldn't have at the time because you were too stupid and 5 years old? You ever been in that situation? Where you can rationalize everything that's going on around you. You can acknowledge when your parents were on some toxic fuck shit, but you couldn't call them on their toxic fuck shit because they didn't put you on hooked on phonics, right? Couldn't articulate what you wanted to say to him. I wish I could go back in time and tell my dad so many things he got wrong as a father. Wish I could go back in time and be like, hey Dad, why you keep calling it Pokemans, Dad? It's not pronounced Pokemans, alright? You know what, Dad? No. I get it. Living room's a little bit cluttered with my action figures. You came in here to watch the game. You sat down too fast without looking. Now there's a Power Ranger stuck up your ass. I get it, dog. That does not, however, give you the right to come in here and devalue my feelings, my legitimate interests, by mispronouncing my favorite things on purpose. I know what you're doing, Dad. It's not slick, okay? What's your excuse, Dad? You watch this show with me every day of the week, all right? There's no way you actually think it's pronounced Pokemans. You guess the mystery Pokemon every day of the week. Much better than I can, because my 5-year-old brain can't comprehend shapes without colors. I think it's Pikachu every time. It's not Pikachu. Tired of you yelling at me to come and clean my Power Ranger about the refrigerator. Dad, you know how stupid you sound? What the fuck I look like putting a Power Ranger inside the refrigerator? That is a Goku! Put some respect on his name, alright? You're the one that took me to Walmart to buy these people with mom's money. You should know who they are. As a matter of fact, no, I will not take the Goku out of the refrigerator, because as you can clearly see, he is training in the hyperbolic time chamber. If I take him out too soon, he wouldn't train long enough to beat Cell. You want the house to blow up today, Dad? I'm just saying, shit's tense. Vegeta died, alright? They don't gather the Dragon Balls in time. That's on your fucking head if they don't. You know what, Dad? I can't wait till you get old and senile. So out of the kindness of my heart and the reluctance of my wife's heart, you'll have to come live with us. I can't wait for that day I get to catch you slipping. Leaving your shit all over my house, your little cassette tapes and shit, you jazz music listening ass nigga. I can't wait for the day I get to yell at you from my living room being like, hey Dad! Why don't you go clean all these Stevie Wonders and shit off my coffee table, alright? Get all these James Browns and shit off my entertainment system. Try to listen to my Migos, asshole. You know, while you're at it, why don't you come limp your ass in here and get all these goddamn Slim Quips above my refrigerator, and you'll say something dumb like, it's insulin, son, it's insulin. I don't give a damn. All I know is you better get your shit out of my hyperbolic time chamber. How does it feel? That's all my time, guys.
Chris Johnson, everybody! That was fantastic, Chris. That was fantastic. Hey, can I get a little background, little walking music? Yeah, there we go. I do this. This is short, shitty joke walk time. Here we go. I don't have a foot fetish, but I am open-minded. Wasn't that right? Woo! Yeah, let's go, baby! I once had a haunted house, but I found out it was an optimistic house. Because every time a window closed, a door opens. Nice. I once got a martini with a twist. What I got was a martini that was dead the whole time. Alright, thank you guys. This is Brett. This is Roger. They're awesome, everyone. Alright, we gotta get this show going. We got so much good things going on. This next comic coming up, I love her dearly. She's been nothing but nice to me. She's the best person I've ever met. She's hilarious. Please, everyone give a round of applause for Amanda Lindeal!
Shit, give one for Cam, your host tonight. Let it fucking hear it. trying to do hot girl stuff this summer. Hot girl summer. Yeah! But I got my nails painted for the first time in a long time. And none of my hot friends warned me, because I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to get short nails, because I'm comfortable with short nails. I want to do anything crazy. But I do want to get like a French manicure, but can we make it white nails with pink tips? I think that'd be hot. And I looked at it and I was like, Jesus, it just looks like there's blood under my nails. Why didn't anyone tell me? It looks like I scraped my diva cup out of my bleeding body. If you don't know what a diva cup is, that's what they serve drinks in at ladies' night. Just kidding. I would take a shot out of a clean diva cup though, for sure. I'm like, punk rock, fuck yeah. I love doing house shows. This is so much fun. I used to do it a lot in Chicago when I was doing comedy there. I got to do a lot of fun shit in Chicago. I got to work in a sports bar when the Cubs won the World Series there. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 100 years of Cubby blue balls, just like, come everywhere. The whole city just jizzed on everything. And I was like, just dodging it left and right. Oh man, yeah, it was fucking nuts working there because there was a lot of bros that would come to my bar and I was just mean to them. Earlier, Cam said that he likes being mean to men. He likes making men cry. It's his favorite thing. Same. That's also my favorite thing to do. So they would come in and some guy would be like, hey, yeah, can we get a round of beers? One guy would go, yeah, I'll take a beer. But not in the girly glass. He'd look at me in my face and go, not in the girly glass. The fuck does that mean? Like, I don't know what kind of gender your glassware is around here, but one with big sweaty balls would be great. It's like, you guys know you're all drinking $8 Bud Light out of dick bottles, right? You know how fucking stupid you sound? Great. So I pour the dick beer in a tulip glass, put a cherry and an umbrella in there, and go, suck my dick, and I walk away. And those dudes loved it. They ate it up. It's like high fives and chest bumps. Like, oh, she got you, dude. She got you, bro. Nice. And that one guy would be like, yeah, she's really funny. I like her a lot. I've been setting this alarm every day. It's the get your shit together alarm. And every day it goes off. I'm like, this is the day. I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol and like drink more juice or whatever. I don't know what the hell do people do. But then every day, that alarm goes off and I press snooze like 100 times. And I masturbate. And I'm late for work. I look in the mirror, I'm like, you already have like a pretty chill belly dancer's body. Go with what you got. So do I want to be this badass superhero? Do I want to be Wonder Woman? Do I want to intimidate men or empower women? Every day it's a struggle. I don't know. So I do comedy and it's kind of both. But it is nice because I gotta be honest with you guys. Every time I hear the laughter of women and I can hear and feel men cross their arms and tighten their buttholes, both give me powers. I got you, baby. Oh my god, it is fun. I did that joke once and there was this psychotic white man, of course, in the audience. He just looked at me like he was gonna murder me, and I was like, wow, you don't like my jokes. And he goes, you're not funny. And I go, well, literally everyone else thinks differently, so what's your problem, bro? And he was just like, I don't know, be funny. And I was like, I think that you need to maybe gauge your ear gauge, just put it in your butthole, just open it up, you know, relax. And he goes, my butt is loose. I go, what? That's the response, I got a loose butthole. I was like, are you stuck to the stool? Why are you so mad? And then I moved to Vancouver, Washington, and I worked at a dive bar. Yeah, the diviest dive, like if you drive by, you're like, I thought that place closed 30 years ago. I think it did. I don't know how I got a job, but it was there. It was the kind of bar where men would look at me and go, hey, you should smile more. Look at that pity on your smile. Wow, you look worse. Can you please not fucking look at me? Disgusting. Keep your eyes to yourself. That bar was so toxic, I literally got COVID from that bar. True story. I wouldn't recommend it. The bar, I mean, COVID was fine. I lived. It did fuck me up. This is actually my 1 year anniversary of getting COVID, so. Yeah. I did this show once and I was like, I got COVID, and it was like, we don't like you anymore. And I was like, what? I'm not making fun of it, it just happened. I feel like I should say something. And I knew I was gonna get COVID when I worked in that bar. I fucking knew it. Because we were open till midnight. When they were like, 10 o'clock, masks, don't touch anyone, shut the fuck up. And they were like, pool, karaoke, midnight, fuck you, raw dog in the air. I was like, oh my god. gonna get an air STD, for sure. And I did, hard. Oh man, after that, I don't know, I just hung out in my apartment with my dog. I don't have a dog. Yeah, wasn't that a lifesaver? Oh man, hey, what up? My sweaty tits, get some pics. Nice. Some tassel dazzle for the camera. My sweaty OnlyFans. Only sweaty people can like it. That's the catch. Let me see your forehead. Nope. Not for you. These tits, man, these bucket titters, they are leaking. I didn't say it loud, but I did. I still live in a school bus, so that's a thing. Yeah, some of you guys are like, yeah, you look like you live in a bus. Are you sure you still don't live in a bus somewhere? I did live in a bus, and it was super fucking cool. I got to learn a lot about myself when I lived in a bus. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it helped me get my shit together. Like, I lived in a bus, and I really changed my life. Oh my god, I did. I got to go to Planned Parenthood for the first time when I lived in a bus. Yeah, Planned Parenthood, babies. Fuck yeah. It was. I went in there. It was so comfortable. I walked in, I sat down. I swear to God, I hear this song playing. All that she wants is another baby. Know your audience, Planned Parenthood. The last fucking thing she wants to hear right now. I turned to one woman, I was like, am I right? And she high-fived me, which is fair. Going through her own journey, you know what I mean? So I go in, my doctor's like, do you want any birth control while you're here? And I was like, nah, I'm a pretty casual lady who's condoms and a pull-out method. And she was like, wow, you're an idiot, for sure. I was like, I live in the bus! She's like, I kind of can tell. And I went into my house car and I drove away forever. And then, of like no surprise to anyone, 1 month later I had to get my first Plan B pill. Yeah! But I mean, my doctor was right. Like, I am an idiot. My method didn't work, technically. She's right. But I gotta hand it to myself, you know? I'm a lady with a plan. Plan A, get fucked. Plan B, get unfucked real quick. Oh, shit. I want to remind you, I lived in a bus, so you're welcome I didn't have that baby. Are you shitting me? I was homeschooled. That could have been bus school. That would have been fucked up. We'd be at a gas station, little kid would be like, yeah, my mom likes to pee in a mug. You're like, hey! Stop telling him about the pee mug. That's how you get taked away. That kid would for sure get taked away. You know what I mean? Holy shit. I'll end on this last one. I did shave today. It took me about 5 hours. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm still, I think, more sweaty. I don't know how it works. I usually don't shave unless like I'm like, yeah, I'm hot. Maybe I'll try it out. And then it just breaks out and it's gross for everyone involved. And I hate it. So do what you want with your body. But I used to always think that I needed to be with like taller, hairy lumberjack men to make me feel like small, petite, yeah, lady, you know? But I seem to only end up with dudes who can't grow beards. I don't know why that is, but I think it's kind of cool, you know? Because that way when they're going down on me, they get to know what it's like to have a beard. And I think that's pretty cool. Feminism, you empower me, I empower you. What's up, baby? Thank you guys so much.
End of the deal, everyone! Oh my god. We're having fun. I love myself. You love yourself. Let's love each other, you know what I'm saying? Please put a round of applause for him next time. Hilarious. I love this guy. He's awesome. Please, round of applause for Dylan Carlino.
Thank you so much. Wow, that's really beautiful. Why would we love ourselves when we can fucking hate each other? Wow, do we have any gay men here? Are you kidding me? There's not a single gay man here?
There will be soon.
Oh, well, I'm done with you, but I will say, there's not a single, I fucking hate this city. This is the worst city in the world. I moved here from a small town in Massachusetts because someone told me there were gay people here. And I would ask if there are lesbians here, but we all know there are. It's your whole city. We're done with it. It's the worst. It really is. But if you are, I'm sure there are a ton of girls here. I'm sure every single person here is a bisexual cam girl, so. I am gay, as I've obviously you guys can hear the voice. I did recently get brought up on a show as a queer comic, and I had to immediately address it and be like, oh, I'm not queer, I'm gay. And after the show, the person was like, oh my god, what's the difference between being gay and being queer? And I was like, oh my god, let me explain. Being gay means you're attracted to the same gender, and being queer means that you're also attracted to the same gender, but you're really annoying about it. just so we're all on the same page. I did, though, over the quarantine, learn a lot about myself. Did anyone else learn a lot about themselves during the quarantine? Yeah, it was a rough time. I will say that I have to remind myself every single day that it didn't just happen to me. Every day I'm like, you're a narcissist. But I did decide that I do think I want to sleep with a woman. Thank you. Just to be clear, none of the women in here. I had kind of already taken a look and decided not for me. Just a personal choice. And when I say I want to sleep with a woman, no one ever believes me because I think so many gay men walk around saying how they're disgusted with vagina. And I want to be clear, I am not disgusted with it. It's definitely women's personalities. Personally, you know, once again, a personal choice. I don't really want to roll over and talk about Grey's Anatomy. You know, it's kind of that's kind of my thing, you know? And also, I know there's a lot of women in the audience, but I want to be clear, what I'm about to say, I know you don't do, but if I was a woman, I would sleep with 15 guys every single month, and then hit them all up for abortion money to pay rent. And then I have to remind myself, no, Dylan, you're manipulative. Also, just to be clear, I don't want it to feel like I'm talking shit about women. All of my friends are women, and they say you are what your friends are, which is why I'm constantly apologizing and I have an eating disorder. Your mouth is agape. You're like, oh my god, I know, girl, we both starve ourselves. Absolutely. Rock solid! I know. And you guys are looking at me and you're like, how do you have an eating disorder? And just to be clear, I know I'm still fat, but I actually used to be fatter. I used to be over 400 pounds, and I've lost about 150. And no, it's fine, I'll never be happy. And do we have any straight men here?
Yeah!
Oh my god, that was... By the way, what's your name?
Brett.
Brett, the way that you said yeah means that you're not actually straight. You were a little too excited to say, he was like, yeah! I love pussy! And I do love that we have so many straight men in here. I will say that I do think it's hilarious that we're in an apartment filled of men who don't know they're bisexual. It's great. I tell guys all the time, I'm like, it's not gay if we're on Molly. It's just kind of how it goes. Do you guys know what Grindr is?
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of people confused. Okay, if you're a straight woman and you don't know what Grindr is, check your boyfriend's cell phone. Give it a double. And if you're a straight man and you don't know what Grindr is, it's actually a workout app where we post photos of our progress. So get on there. We would love to have you. My favorite part about Grindr is that you actually get to meet a lot of really cool guys. I recently met up with a guy who can only be described as like a really hot version of my brother. We're all weirded out by it. I'll be honest though, it didn't get weird until during sex, because he was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "To be Dad's favorite is what I want." I have a lot of goals in life, and I know that if you live in Portland, you probably have 0. And my number one goal in life is to be hot. And does anyone else here want to be hot? Give it up. And so, to be more specific, I want to be the hottest sibling. And thank you. And I'm gonna go through my siblings so you guys kind of know what we're all dealing with. My older brother Taylor is a piece of shit and not hot. And I know that sounds mean. Don't feel bad for Taylor. He's done one big thing in his life, and that was going to the Marines. And if I'm being completely honest, it was the reserves. But truly, if anyone here was in the reserves, thank you so much for your service. It's really hard to go away once a month to like do CrossFit and pants your buddies. So I really appreciate it. My other brother Antonio is 9, so he doesn't matter. Last year at the pool, Antonio was like out of nowhere. He goes, "Dylan's fat." Which like intellectually, I was like, he's 9. He doesn't know what he's saying is rude. But emotionally, I was like, Dad had you at 50. There's no way he's making it to graduation. So fuck you. Not great. And then if you like that one, you'll like this next one. My other sister Sarah is dead, so hotter than her, how can I not be? Honestly, that's just math. Everyone gets sad when I say that my sister Sarah is dead, but honestly, what's more sad is that we didn't have her baptized, so unfortunately she is in hell. I don't make the rules. I wish I did. I'm just kidding. I actually know for 100% fact that my sister's not in hell. Because I believe that my sister was reincarnated into my dog. Yeah, thank you so much. And unfortunately, we're not allowed to have animals in the apartment, so I did have to bring her back to the shelter. But it was so good seeing her. I did say I want to be hot, and so I do go to the gym a lot. Did anyone here go to spin class? Oh, Portland, a bunch of losers. But I do go to spin class every day now, and I need a lot of negative self-talk to kind of get me through the spin class. I don't know, like to get me through the gym, you know what I mean? So I'll just give you a brief example. I'm usually on the bike being like, "You stupid fat faggot!" And yeah, it's intense, and I had a woman who was on the bike next to me afterwards. We finished the class, and she grabbed my wrist, and she was like, "You don't have to talk to yourself like that." And I felt so much shame when she said that I just looked at her and I was like, "I was talking to you." Thank you very much, everybody.
Joe Carlino, everyone. Touch him while you can. Nice. That's great. See, we're on to our final comic. I love this fucking. We started around the same time, and I would think that we would be as funny as each other, but he's blasted by. He's hilarious, everyone. Please give a round of applause for Brian Bixby.
Thanks for everybody. Getting going for the comic scene. Oh, how wonderful. I was earlier today, I was watching this nature documentary because it's the closest thing to porn that you can watch on library Wi-Fi. So I was watching this, and it said that dolphins are the only animals in the sea that have sex for pleasure. Yeah, I guess all the other animals are getting raped by dolphins. They don't enjoy it as much. It's been weird. Nobody can agree on anything, right? Like, everybody in this country is fighting. It seems like the only thing that anybody on the far right and the far left can agree on is pubic hair. They both love it. They both have pubic hair. And I think somebody needs to point it out to them, because I don't know. Honestly, the only thing that can ruin eating pussy is bad, dirty talk. Yeah. Like, here's a couple examples. One time I was down there and this girl said to me, she's like, "Do it like a dog." So I just sniffed it for 10 minutes. And then I peed on it. But I think the worst one was this girl said to me, all sexy, she's like, "What does it taste like?" I try to be nice. I'm like, "Wow, who made this pussy? Gordon Ramsay? This is amazing. Mamma mia!" Alright, you want the truth? I don't know. Tastes like you peed recently. That's what it tastes like. But sometimes it is kind of like, well, I need to eat some kimchi, you know? Like, get the taste out of my mouth. Oh, it's worse on the out breath. Eating vagina. But I am single, and I'm good at eating pussy too. I am. 'Cause I'm a fat guy. We eat pussy like we're hunting for truffles. Get in there. Yeah. I got dumped a few months ago. I got broken up with, and honestly, the worst thing was that it happened while we were riding a tandem bike. So, yeah, really, like boy, was it hard to pedal home. I tell you. But it was, yeah. She told me that I didn't speak her love language enough. She said that her love language was receiving gifts. Presents, like she's fucking Cleopatra or something. Who are you? I felt stupid because she asked me mine first, and I'm like, I like words of affirmation. I'm a loser. She's like, oh good, I like money. I'm like, can I change mine still? My car needs new floor mats. Can that be love? But it's all right. She, you know, there was good times, there was bad times. Well, one time she put a toe in my butt. Yeah. It's like getting your asshole fingered, but with soccer rules. You know? So I did that, and it's all good. It was nice. I tried anal beads once, just to see if I wanted to buy them. You know. And I did. I wore them out of the store. So I deserve that. I think that would be a great gender reveal. What better place to keep a secret than up your ass? You know? You know, and how you do it, here's how you do it. You pull them out. You come to the party with them in. You know? They're in there. You're mingling. And then, you know, the moment of truth, you pull them out, and if the last one's pink, it's a girl. If it's blue, it's a boy. And if there's a whole baby hanging on, you stuck them in the wrong hole. When I was a little kid, I used to think that I might be gay because I didn't like girls, and I really liked sucking my friend's dick. So I'm gonna be gay. I might be bi. I think I'm bi because I started asking girls like things that they just can't fulfill, like, oh, stuff your pussy in my ass. Please. That's ridiculous. myself. I'm trying to be a better guy. I want to be better for any women that I date in the future or whatever, you know. I always want to work on myself. I don't know what women want. I don't know. I was trying to lose weight, but one girl told me that she likes to fuck fat dudes because I guess the belly like rubs on the clit, which is great for fat guys, but like I don't want that to be like my move, you know? Like that's what I do. Like my friends are like, so how is he in the sack? And she's like, well, sometimes. He'll rub his fat gut on my labia. It feels lucky, like Buddha. It's amazing. I don't know, though. I think I've made women come. I'm pretty sure. I think so. I believe it. They say it in the survey. I email them afterwards. I think I've done it. But I don't know. You know, I'm no expert on the female orgasm. I don't know. I wouldn't know a woman was faking an orgasm if she said, "I'm coming," and then winked at me. I faked an orgasm once. Yeah, because I got too winded. I couldn't go anymore. So I'm just like, all right, this is it. Just and that was it. I wish I would have thought of that in high school gym class. Oh, if I just pretend to come, I could stop running laps. Oh, fantastic. You don't know where to come. First time you're with a girl, I don't know. One girl asked me, she's like, come in my hand. No thanks. Why? So you can throw it back at me? I don't do that. But, I don't know. I watch porn. You guys... Everybody watches porn. Of course they do. Of course, even the most amateur video on Pornhub has more views than the last episode of Seinfeld. Like, somebody's watching this porn. I'm watching it. I'm watching you watch it. Every time I see a porn where like a girl's giving like a double hand job, you know, like I always think like one of those guys is getting a really great hand job, and the other guy is getting like a jerky, non-dominant hand job. He kind of doesn't really know how to. Like, you ever try to write with your non-dominant hand? It just looks like, were you handcuffed to a radiator? I'm right-handed. My left hand isn't good enough to wipe my ass. Jerk off. The only time I get shit on my wrist. But you ever been watching porn and right before you come, the laptop dies, and you're just stuck watching your reflection in the screen? Just oh, what an awful time to remind myself of my dad. You know? Isn't that terrible? Some people watch mom porn. Yeah, they do. Two types of people watch mom porn, and that's dudes raised by single dads and single dads, probably. Me and my dad shared a computer. It was just like, yeah, leave that tab open. I'll leave it. You know? I don't know. It's weird because, like, you know, women. It's hot when women have daddy issues. You know, like it's hot, but nobody wants a dude with mommy issues. Nobody, like, you can't call a girl mommy in bed. Even if it's your real mother, she'll be like, ugh, call me Linda. This is weird. Oh, man. I do want to, families. My grandma is she's a dead lady. Yeah, she's dead. She's good and dead too. We made sure of it. we punched her a couple times to make sure she wasn't faking. We all knew it was coming. Like for years, the last few years, we've been saying like, every December we're like, this might be Grandma's last Christmas, and like eventually we just stopped inviting her because it was like depressing. And it's like really hard on the rest of us who have to try to buy a gift for somebody's last Christmas. What do you? An hourglass seems kind of tasteless, don't you think? Just a little. What do you get for the woman who has everything except for time? I got her heroin. That's what I did. I got her heroin. My grandma would actually love that joke. She was a badass. She was cool. One time I took her out for dinner and she ordered the veal and they're like, "How would you like it done?" And she's like, just shoot it in the fucking head. All right. You guys have been awesome. I'm Brian Bixby. Have a good night.
Brian Bixby, everybody. Folks, you just experienced Butter, the comedy house show. Thank you so much. Awesome. It's really I wanted. Please enjoy yourselves. You're perfect. Don't ever change. Well, change, but with growth in mind and whatever. Get home safe. Hug your kids. Hug your grandma. Brett, play them up, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us sing one more time to our host. Good night. The Butter song. Here we go. Butter, butter, grease me up, Cameron. Yeah, one more time. I say butter, butter, grease me up, Cameron. One more time. I said butter, till hot butter, grease me up, Cameron. One more time. I said butter. He's so sweet, isn't he? He's very
Doing bits, doing bits.
Oh, look, it's Metallo licking my balls over here.
And I think we're all inspired to find the same.
Yeah, if your dad loved you more, you'd probably be shorter.
At least I know how tall my dad is. Bits, doing bits, doing bits. You look like all the kids I bullied in high school.
Dude, you look like you invented clubbing women.
You look like you pick stuff off the floor with your feet.
You look like you haven't seen your feet in years.
One more fucking time.
Alright, get out.
I need to go outside. It's so fucking hot.
Been sitting there the whole